But a team that I think is great, both sides of the ball, obviously, is your Packers.
Oh yeah.
I'm looking at this roster. Ultimately, I don't think they're going to get it done in the playoffs because we've seen time and
Hater,
time again they can't.
hater.
And man, I'm just saying, as we've seen
Listen,
time and
man.
time again, they
I'll give you
can't.
some
But
names. I'll give you some names. Alex Ovechkin, Dirk Nowitzki. Who else? John Elway. These guys, it might take some time, but eventually it happens. Joel Embiid next spring. He's another one. And Aaron Rodgers has won a Super Bowl, but it's been a long time coming. And it's time to pick who I think's going to the Super Bowl. You say the Rams and the Bills. I say the Green Bay Packers. And the Buffalo Bills will be your Super Bowl. How am I not going to pick the Packers? I've been saying this for years. I pick them every year because I say, I'm an honest fan. I'm telling you, the Flyers are the worst team in hockey right now. I'm gonna be honest about my teams. Sixers, I was killing Harden a lot in the playoffs this year. As much as I love my Sixers, I was criticizing him. If I don't think my team is up the stack, up the snuff, I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna keep it real. But here's my thing: the Green Bay Packers are up the snuff. They're a Super Bowl caliber team this year. I'm gonna tell you why. So running backs, Aaron Jones and AJ Dillon, best combo in the league. Our offensive line, Elgin Jenkins, David Bakhtiari, both healthy. I was talking about Mailata and Lane Johnson. If those guys are healthy, they're just as good as those guys. That's a great tackle combo. Josh Myers at center, he's going to get better. Receiver, everyone wants to talk about Devontae Adams. We traded him away. He wanted to get the money. He's back with Derek Carr. All more power to him. I don't got no problem. He went to the Raiders. That's not a rival. Have fun with your old teammate. But here's the thing. Now, all that money, we get to use it on our elite defense. Rasul Douglas is back. We gave Kenny Clark a big extension. We gave Devondre Campbell an extension. He made all pro last year. Really broke out at linebacker. Jair's coming back from his collarbone injury. He might be a top 2 corner in the league. I would say he is. Amos is still here. Savage is still here. We used the picks we got by trading Devontae Adams to draft Quay Walker, the great linebacker from Georgia. We also have Devontae Wyatt on the D-line now. 2 first-round picks. And at wide receiver, Aaron Rodgers loves Allen Lazard. He's been talking him up. I don't think Allen Lazard is going to be as good as Devontae Adams by any means, but I think he's going to put together a nice season. If you look at our record in games that Devontae Adams missed, but Aaron Rodgers played, it's a lot better than you would think. I think Rodgers, when he's able to, remember the days of Nelson, Cobb, and Jones, guys like that, and Dryland Driver, people like that. When Rodgers can spread the ball around, he does better. If Christian Watson, I don't think he's going to do much as a rookie, but if he gets healthy, I think there's a chance maybe late in the season he can start to come along. I think Sammy Watkins, he's going to deal with injuries, but, week 1, Sammy Watkins is going to torch the Vikings in week 1. And we've also seen him put together good playoff runs with the Chiefs as well. I have faith in him. Randall Cobb has the chemistry, of course, with Rodgers. And who can forget the future Hall of Famer, the 4th-round pick out of Nevada, Romeo Dobbs. He is the savior of this Packers offense. He's going to win Offensive Rookie of the Year. He's going to win me numerous fantasy leagues. I have him in almost every league. And all I can really say about Romeo is that he's a future Packers Ring of Honor member, and he is going to help us make the Super Bowl this season. I think this team, I do think the Eagles will have a better regular season, but I think this team's going to make it out of the playoffs, make it to the Super Bowl, and I think they're going to have a great season, and Aaron Rodgers is going to be redeemed. After all the naysayers have called him all kinds of names, got on him about all this nonsense. What did he do? Did he leave? No. He doubled down. He re-signed with the Packers. Packer for life. Greatest quarterback in franchise history. Future first ballot Hall of Famer. We also got J Love, who was lighting it up in preseason. I don't care what the stats say. I liked what he gave us in the preseason. I'm loving the team right now. What do you say to all that, Mike? Because I'm loving the Packers right about now.
Look, I think the Packers are a great team. Can't deny. Top to bottom, this is an excellent team in regards to its starters and its depth. I mean, the starters are incredible. These are some of the best players in the league at their position. Jair Alexander, like you're saying, he's a top 3 corner, top 2, really. It's like Ramsey, Jair, and then like Howard, I'd say personally. Jair's insane. Eric Stokes, Darnell Savage, these are young guys. Yeah,
Eric Stokes. My bad. I apologize.
Adrian Amos. I do really like the Packers. I don't have a lot to say about the Packers that like you haven't said. Like, you've pointed out a lot of these like important players. And like I totally agree with you. I think a lot of these guys are great. But I'm gonna be cautiously optimistic about their season because until I see the Packers really put things together in the playoffs, I can't call them a Super Bowl contender or even a lock for the Super Bowl. Because we've seen time and time again that something happens in the playoffs that just leads to a collapse. And, and like, I don't want to hate on the Packers. Far from it. I like the Packers. I think they're a great team. My dad's a big Aaron Rodgers fan. I have no issue with them personally. I just don't know. Like it's kind of similar to the Cowboys. It makes it the playoffs when they kind of like choke
Whoa,
it
whoa,
away.
whoa, 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 whoa. That's disrespectful. That's just
No, the Packers.
disrespectful to
No, no,
say.
no, 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 no. You can't deny that that's not the same pattern. The Packers are a way better team. Yeah, sure, of course. Their league's better than the Cowboys have been in years. So,
Exactly.
like, I'm not saying that. The pattern is similar though. But I do agree with you that this really could be the year that like things go right for them. Because honestly, in all the years that they've choked in the playoffs, they haven't had a better team than this one.
I agree.
So I do totally see where your optimism is coming
I
from,
mean,
and
the
I really
NFC
do
is
hope for
wide
the best for
open.
them.
The NFC is
That's
really
true.
wide open this year, I
That's
think.
true.
I like the Rams, like you're saying. I still think they got the talent. It's just that we already beat the Rams. I know they didn't have Stafford, but we did handle them with all those skill guys 2 years ago. I think the Rams, as good as they are, I think they also are beatable. I think they're very, very good, but I don't think they're like. If you look at their playoff run last year, they were in competitive games. I mean, they didn't just walk over everybody. I think they're beatable if you exploit them in the right ways. Now we don't have Devontae to conquer Jalen Ramsey anymore, which he kind of owned him in that playoff game 2 years back, but that could be an issue. I certainly acknowledge that. But I also think to bring myself down to earth, put all the Romeo Dobbs stuff aside. I do think he's gonna have a good year. But if I'm being realistic, the actual thing I'm expecting from this Packers team is a really, really good run game. I think Aaron Jones is gonna have close to 90 catches. I think Dylan is gonna put forth a really good season. I think that as long as Bach and Ellington are healthy, I think this run game could be really devastating, maybe the best in the NFL. And if the run game is on like that, then Aaron Rodgers is going to have a really easy time. I don't know if he's going to win a third straight MVP like Brett Favre did in the 90s. I don't know if he's doing that this year, but I think he's going to be ultra efficient once again because I think he's going to have a lot of time to throw if the line's on. And I think the run game is going to really open up a lot for him in this offense that I think this Packers offense could have a really efficient time in the red zone this year. And I think that's going to be what allows our offense to remain one of the best in the league, even if it has a different flavor to when it was just Devontae. He owns everybody, like that kind of thing. I think that connection that him and Rodgers had was special. But, a new thing isn't always a bad thing. I'm kind of really optimistic about what this Packers offense is going to look like.
No, that's right. I think that's totally valid. I think I agree with what you're saying. I think there's a very good possibility for this team.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see. I'm excited. I hope we beat the Vikings in week 1. I know a lot of people think the Vikings have a shot at beating us, but I'm hoping, unlike last year when we got obliterated in week 1, I hope we come out and really set the tone for the season.